Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often reviewing rare and exotic whiskeys. I'm not sure how rare this is. All right, so this is Glen Scotia, as you can read on the side here. I do like the, nope, that's right. I do like the box here, I must admit. Glen Scotia, since 1832, Campbeltown single malt Scotch whiskey double cask, classic Campbeltown malt, matured in American oak casks, or barrels it says here, and finished in Pedro Ximenez sherry casks. Rich and spicy, 46%, distilled, matured, and bottled in Scotland. So this bottle goes for anywhere from 39 euros down to 28 euros at the moment. I think I even saw it on sale someplace for 26. I don't know. Is there going to be a new bottle design or change? I don't know. That usually happens when people try to get rid of their stock fairly quickly. Or this just might be one of the products that can reduce the price of and get out of the storage fairly quickly and get room for new Christmas bottles that are coming. Who knows? All right, so what am I going to compare it to? I'm going to compare it to the 10-year-old unpeated, which I really, really like. Same story, by the way. This is 39 euros over here, and yet I can find it for 28 on sale at the moment. So this has 40%. It does have the color, even though it is first fill bourbon barrels, of sucre couleur, which is then caramel coloring. I don't know why they'd have to do that. It's probably chill filtered. There's no mention of non-chill filtered on there. And it is unpeated. Now, every single time I take a little whiff of this, I get a tiny, mini microscopic moment of peat. And if you go over here to the new Glen Scotia 2015, there is actually peat in the barrel compositions. The old 15-year-old did not really have that peat going on in there. It's a very, very tiny little bit of the, every once in a while I'd catch it, but I really catch it from the very beginning with 15, and the brand ambassador over here in Germany confirmed my suspicion that they actually put in a portion of peated casks in there. And that's why I'm getting a little bit more of that peat here on the nose as well. Not much, just a tiny bit. What I'm not getting Pedro Ximenez. I've had so many, I say PX makes everything better. Pedro Ximenez is just the solution to fix your whiskey problems. Put it in Madeira, put it in PX, and it will be good. Just don't get it. All right. This has an age statement over here, which I like. And this smells so much better. A little bit of the wood, a little bit of the caramel, a little bit of the vanilla is going on in here, a little bit more honey. I like the 10-year-old. I like the 10-year-old a lot. All right, fruity and a gentle spice. I do like the little notes of the flavors they're doing here. Precise. Just get there. Yeah, here we have rich and spicy. So spicy could mean white pepper, or spicy could mean a little bit like, oh, like a good allspice. You never know. All right, so let's taste them. 46 to 40. Cheers. Cilantro. This does have a whiskey-based number 227161. I have a little bit of that. It's not heat, but the alcohol is present. It's not 10 years of age. And I get, as I said, a little bit of a peat residue. It's not in your face, but it's just a tiny, tiny little bit there. I'm not getting the sherry. I'm so sorry. I've had so many PX cask finished products in my life, which are just raisins sometimes. I'm getting almost none of that over here. It's not a bad whiskey, but it's not a good whiskey. It's a C whiskey. It's exactly that in the middle that it's an okay whiskey. Now, for 40 euros, I would go more for a C minus. For 26 euros, I'd go, oh, it's a C whiskey. Hey, you haven't tried it? Go buy a bottle. Share it with some friends. You can't go wrong with 26 euros today for 46%, probably non-chilled filtered, probably no color added here. Doesn't say. Doesn't say natural color, doesn't say non-chilled filtered, but I can assume that we're going to go in that direction here. It's good. The only thing missing is an age statement. Now, the thing that does have an age statement is the Glen Scotia 10 over here. So let me cleanse my palate. The 10, this is something I enjoy. Have I mentioned that I like the 10 from Glen Scotia? It is thinner. It's 40% versus 46. There's honey. There's wood. There's vanilla. There's a little bit of fruit going on in there. Apricots, peaches. The finish, medium, and a good price. An age statement. Now, what I don't like, of course, no chill filtration, not mentioned. Artificial coloring, it yells, it screams artificial coloring on this bottle, all right? So they put the Sucre Couleur, the E150A in here, and for the evening out of the colors of the whiskeys, to balance those. It's a great distillery. If you're ever in Campbeltown, go to Springbank, of course. Go to the Cadenheads shop. Go to Glengael, which is the distillery for Kilcairn. And then what's left to do in Campbeltown, there's a bar or two, you can go to a pub or two, and there's the Glen Scotia Distillery. I was there 2 years ago. It was fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The managing director, Ian, there, and we had great talks. I'm really looking forward to for them to having a doubling of the capacity of the distillery. At the moment, they're producing about 800,000 liters day and night, and they're going to actually have 50% more capacity by the end of next year. It was supposed to be this year, 2024, but I think they just put in their building, just received the building permits. I don't think they'll be finished for this quarter this year yet, and so I expect it to be up and running in 2025, and that'd be great. So to see Glen Scotia put out even more liquid than they're doing now, because there's a lack of it. And it belongs to the Loch Lomond Group. The Loch Lomond Group belongs to a group of investors, and they've been good. They've been good to Loch Lomond. They've been good to Glen Scotia. What I'm waiting for them to do is to actually build another distillery someplace. Who knows? Maybe they're just going to expand Glen Scotia and be happy with it. But who knows? Who knows what plans are out there in the future? All right, so this is for me actually a C plus whiskey. This is a C whiskey. Value for money, as I said, for 40 euros, it's a C minus. I would still go for a C here. And for 28 euros, I'd go for a C. And over here, even a C plus. So I can recommend the Glen Scotia. And that's my question. What is your favorite Glen Scotia? Is it the 15-year-old? Is it an 18-year-old? Is it a 21-year-old? Is it a 25-year-old? Is it the 10-year-old unpeated? Is it the 10-year-old peated? Is it one of the Campbeltown festival releases for the last, 8 or 9 years? Is it something they've had? So what was it here? They've had what is it called? The Icons of Campbeltown now. The first one was the second one is the Dragon, number 2. The Victoriana, I always forget. People love the Victoriana. So, what do you like? There was actually a double cask rum finish from 2022, also with 46%. That was not good. The double cask here with the Pedro Ximenez is okay. Still not wow, but okay. And I dislike it when companies just call Glen Scotia double cask, and the one time they use rum, the next time they use Pedro Ximenez, the next time they might be using port. Make it specific. Yeah, help me understand what you're doing there, because I am easily confused. For example, the Signature series, I'm confused. There's number 1 from 2023. There's number 2 from 2024. What is that? I don't know. I don't get it yet. All right. So what's your favorite Glen Scotia? Write it down in the chat. Let's see if we can agree on Victoriana. for value for money at least. Maybe that won't be wrong, or this. See you real soon. Whiskey Jason here. Bye-bye.